Longtime Nova Scotia MP Chris has resigned from the Conservative caucus to join the Liberals. Two Conservative caucus sources confirmed his resignation, one describing it as stemming from a personal grievance. The move follows comments he made to Politico yesterday, saying he was considering crossing the floor to the Liberals and would make a decision after reviewing the federal budget. With the expected floor crossing, the Liberals will soon hold 170 seats, just two short of a majority.
I want to thank my colleagues from the National Capital Region for joining me, and I would especially like to thank Chris D'Entremont, the Member for Parliament for Acadie, Annapolis. I'm honoured to welcome him as the newest member of our government caucus. Chris's decision to join the government caucus at this crucial moment for our country is exceptionally valuable and important.
Let's start with the story of how I got here. I would think over the last number of months, I wasn't feeling that I was aligned with the ideals of what the leader of the opposition had been talking about. So I've been sort of re-looking at what my career is bringing and what I can do for my constituency. So over the last little bit, talking to many of my friends in the Liberal Party, as Deputy Speaker, I get to know a lot of those members personally, ask questions, see what's going on, and understanding the point that we are in Canadian history, where it's time to actually try to lead a country, to try to make it better, and not try to knock it down, not to continue to be negative. In my case, as a Nova Scotian, we're always trying to find ways to work together to solve issues that are important to our communities. And I didn't see it by sitting in the opposition. I saw it by being a part of the government caucus.
Sorry, and just in terms of how many other Conservatives feel the same way that you do that are currently sitting in caucus?
Yeah, I would suggest that there probably are those that are in the same boat, but I will let them tell their stories if that time comes.
I know you just spoke of Mr. Poilievre and the direction he was going, but I'm just wondering whether the Conservative leadership style perhaps pushed you out of caucus.
Well, I think that's probably a part of it. I didn't find I was represented there. That my ideals of an Easterner, of a red Tory, I mean, quite honestly, of trying to find ways to find solutions and help your community rather than trying to oppose everything that's happening. And I think that's the opportunity that's being offered by Prime Minister Carney and the government caucus is to help find solutions at this critical time for Canada.
Did you think that there was a real risk the budget could fall with this government, and do you think that risk still exists?
I think the risk always exists. You still have to have your account correct. You need to make sure people show up for the vote and those kinds of things. But I think it's important that we make that more sure. I mean, this is a budget for a generation. This has got some good stuff in it for communities like mine, and I want to see it pass.
Is there anything tangible, offered towards you by the Liberals, a promise of perhaps a position in cabinet down the line, anything along those lines to get you to cross the aisle?
No, really it had to do with my riding itself. Acadie Annapolis is a big rural riding with lots of fishery and lots of agriculture and a military base. I want to make sure that I'm doing the right thing for them, to make sure that they have the housing and the infrastructures that they need, and I felt this budget was one that was going to provide that.
Some of your former colleagues have already been reacting to this news. They've called you a coward, disingenuous, and disloyal. What's your message to your former colleagues?
Well, I think they should look at themselves and see if they're offering the right thing to Canadians, of trying to build for the world. I mean, we have a great opportunity here in Canada, and rather than knocking people down, we should try to find ways to work together, and that's what I've always tried to do in my career.